This is a review of exploratory data analysis, which is the next course in the course sequence. The exploratory data analysis course will cover the principles of how do you create analytic graphics that allow you to analyze data. It'll talk about exploratory graphs, how do you explore the data and get in and create enough graphs to sort of figure out the structure of what's going on. It'll talk about the different plotting systems in R, so talk about base plotting, lattice plotting, and then ggplot2, which is a popular newer platform. It'll talk about hierarchical clustering, k-means clustering, and a little bit about dimension reduction. These are all techniques that you can use to get in and explore data as a first pass. So for example, it'll talk about how to use the ggplot2 package to make plots like this, sort of pretty smooth scatter plots that allow you to understand the relationship between different variables. It'll talk about the principles of analytic graphics. So what are the principles that you need to create graphics that will be useful to figure out what's actually going on with the data that you're working with. And then it'll cover things like k-means clustering. So the idea of if we have a bunch of observations and we've collected some data on them, how do we cluster them into relevant groups that are similar to each other as a method of exploring the data and figuring out the structure of what's going on. So those are just a couple of the ideas that will be covered in exploratory data analysis.